Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to connect your computer to the Rio microphone controller using the Cleacon system software. To begin, connect the Ethernet port from your computer to the port labeled Ethernet on the back of the device. Now that we have our device connected, we're going to configure the IP on our computer. So we're going to go to Control Panel, we're going to go to Network and Internet, Network and Sharing Center, and select the Ethernet port that's connected to the Rio controller. Here we go to Properties and double-click on Internet Protocol version 4, IPv4. We're going to make sure that we have selected Use the following IP address, and under IP address we want it to be 192.168.10.120. For subnet mask, we're going to do 255.255.255.0, and for default and gateway, we're going to have 192.168.10.100. Now we can click OK, close all of these, and we can open the Cleacon system. When you first open it, you'll see a mostly blank page. If you go on the left here and select New Meeting, this little paper icon, we can add, using no template, we can add a meeting, title it, for this case, Rio Demo, and we're going to confirm. Now we need to add our virtual room. We're going to add a new page here. At the top, select that. By default, it's named Template 0, but we can modify the title. We're going to call it Boardroom. Now, zooming out, this is our virtual space. Up at the top, if you hover over the microphone icon, it'll say Add Element. We're going to click on the arrow and select Add Controller, and then click somewhere in our virtual room. That's going to put a controller in the room. Now, we can resize this, we can move it around, we can put it in the corner if that's where we are. And if you right-click on it, you'll see Network Configuration. Click on that. For the IP address for the controller, we're just going to use the default gateway from earlier. That's 192.168.10.100. We can connect. You should see successful connection at the bottom of the screen here. Now, we can't actually adjust the page while we're connected to the unit, so we're going to need to disconnect for now. Yes, disconnect. And then here, up the top, where we added the controller last time, we're going to add a unit, and then you can add your microphone up here. We're going to add 1, we're going to add 2, 3, and 4. You'll see that they all have the same ID, ID1. Now that's a problem for us because it means that all of these microphones are going to be selecting the same microphone in the room. To set the ID, you can either click on a specific mic, modify ID, and increase it manually, or if you need to do a few at a time, you can select them all, arrange ID, sort from left to right, confirm, and now they're sorted 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we reconnect to our controller, connect here, we should be able to open and close the microphone remotely. We're not quite done. If we go up to Engineering in the top left, you'll see Unit Online Detection. Clicking that opens a little dialog box here where we can scan for a range of IDs to see how many microphones are selected, or should I say connected, to our controller. If we scan that range, we see that currently there are 4 microphones connected to my controller. If I close this, you'll see them blue, and you should see a little percentage pop up above the microphones. That is the battery percentage of the microphone, and it's a good thing to keep an eye on during the meeting. You can also, as I did before, right-click to open microphone and close microphone if one's been left on in the room or if someone has forgotten to turn on their microphone. And that's pretty much it. So what we're going to do at this point is just save as up in the top left here. There's something very important here, so we're going to call this Rio Demo. But you want to make sure that you do not have encryption selected. Unless you have the encryption key, you will be unable to open your project at a later date. So with that deselected, we're going to confirm. We're going to close this, and now we can open our Rio demo whenever we need to access this setup. When we open it, we'll just need to connect to the controller by right-clicking, going to Network Configuration, and connecting. And now we'll see all of our microphones again. And that's it. Hopefully that helped. Thanks for working with Procom Audio.